waste is when you lose a tooth and it falls into a drain. Oral waste is when saliva dribbles and it drops out of your face.
I knew that was going to rhyme.
Oral waste is when you accidentally cut your tongue off on a plane, and then your tongue somehow finds a way to escape out of the plane.
Oral waste.
Oral waste is also this podcast.
Brilliant harmony. That was nice.
There you go. Theme song number 3.
Are we not meant to talk when that's happening?
No, do whatever you want.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
I just want to let you know it's your podcast.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want.
I just, when I said something, you kind of made a face and I was like, oh, are we meant to be quiet?
No, I was just unexpected. I was like, whoa. First of all, I was like, he's talking in the song. I put a lot of effort into that.
Yeah.
And why is he doing it? He's ruining my song. Before we get into it, I just want to talk to you about something, or we should address what's happened. So it's been probably a couple of weeks since we put out a podcast, and there's a reason behind it. And I'm just gonna address the camera here. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to formally apologise, as I'm going to say it's a technical issue, but what really happened is when we recorded the last podcast, I forgot to hit record, basically.
It was so gut-wrenching, but I was so proud. I was just like, oh, no, it's fine. We'll do it again. It doesn't matter. I walked out. I was so upset.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I was like, what a waste of my freaking time.
Oh, shit.
No, I didn't care that much, but I was like.
Oh, I feel so bad. But you know what? I'll be honest with you. It was a pretty shitty podcast.
It was the third best. How many have we done?
3.
Yeah.
It was the shittest. And this one's already better.
Yeah.
And so, you know what? I actually think you should be thanking me, Glenn.
Oh, yeah, that we didn't release it.
Yeah, I think because we didn't record, I think it's going to work in our favour, so I think I deserve an apology from you.
Yeah. I'm glad it didn't record. Yeah, it wasn't the best, but can you get better every week? Like, is it possible to?
Yeah, I think that's what comes with practice. Yeah, I think you do get better, and I think my personality is I need to get better. Otherwise,
yeah, you would have hated that it's. See, I don't mind the dip because I see it as like the ride. It's like we'll have a couple of crappy ones, and then you'll have that stonker that you get the million views.
Yeah, I see. My graph is just a constant upwards trend. You know, it's all green arrows, and there's no red.
Yeah, I'm just like, it'll be shit this week, and then next week will be better.
Yeah, no.
I don't mind that.
Because I'm just going to pretend. I'm just going to pretend to not record if it's shit again. Hey, you know, I've noticed that this is the third podcast in a row. Is when you get into the studio here, you're always chewing gum, right? But then when we start the podcast, right, you sit down, and I know you're chewing gum, but now you're not chewing gum. So what I want to know is where you're putting the chewing gum.
Well, for the record, I don't swallow.
Okay.
It's sickening.
And that's why you've got 3 kids. I think you've only got 2.
Apparently, do you remember that myth that said it stayed in your stomach for like 7 years if you swallowed chewing gum?
Oh, yeah, but I only thought that was if it was from a horse.
Oh, that's it. Or is it a cow that has 5
sorry,
stomachs?
we're talking about chewing gum. I thought we were talking about semen. Jesus, sorry.
Welcome to the Blink 182 hour.
Yeah, I'm different. Yeah, I do remember. Is that true? Does it stay? Because I don't think it does.
I don't know. I think it was one of those parent things that they say it so you don't do it. It's like, don't lean on your chair. The kid at school hit his head.
What I don't understand is why not do it? It's because can you choke on it?
I think so, yeah. That's probably the thing. But anyway, what I do is every week when I come in here, I say, can you check that light over there? Yep. It diverts your attention. I stick it under this table here. I never know where to put it because once upon a time I used to put it behind your ear. That was the thing. Remember that? And I was like, oh, that's sick. So instead, I get you to check something out and I just put it under the table.
So if I looked under there, there'd be 3 pieces of chewing gum under that table.
Well, 4 now.
Oh, because we did the done.
The false start episode, like the fake episode last week, you have chewing gum under that table.
Chewing gum never lies. It's like, what episode are we up to? Check the chewing gum.
Yeah.
It's
yes.
so good.
Yeah. So yeah, that is what I do with it.
Oh, good. Hey, I got some new slippers. Well, not new, but I get a new pair of slippers every year. Do you have these slippers?
You're not going to believe this. I've got exactly the same pair and bought at home today.
Target
$28. Which I thought it was hexy.
No.
She was saying it was a bargain, and I had to like do the face where you go, yeah, that's a really good. But in my head, I'm going slippers is like $7 Kmart.
Yeah, okay.
Target, it doesn't enter my head.
Well, I think there's 3 things you can't skimp on, okay? Number one is dentist. Okay, you got to pay full price dentist.
Yeah.
Always, no matter what, because those motherfuckers are sticking rods in your mouth, all right?
A lot of trust.
Yeah. Number 2, prostitute. Okay? I'm just joking. Number 3, slippers.
I would have put a pillow on that list.
Oh, okay.
A pillow is crucial
Yeah, I
for
guess
me.
I don't buy.
So I'd put prostitutes 4th. I'd put pillow 3rd, I reckon.
So prostitutes are 4th tier expense. Pillows are a hard one to pick because I have to sleep with 2 pillows at like full like buoyant full pillows, and maybe is that normal?
I think 2 pillows is like a teenager thing. It feels like and the boomerang pillows.
How dare you? What do you? I don't have a body pillow where I like hug of a night.
Or have you ever done it where you put the pillow between your legs? That's meant to be a good thing for something with your spine.
No. I had an ex-girlfriend that used to do that, and she's a prick, so I don't.
So that's out.
Like it, yeah. What do you do? Get like a bamboo thing?
It's like half soft, somewhere in the middle, but it's perfect, and I have to take it everywhere.
How funny is when you you change your pillow covers, right? And I'm a single man. I live alone, and I've got 4 pillows. All right, there's 2 on one side and 2 on the other side. And when I change the sheets, I pull the pillowcases off, and the pillows on my side are just fucking yellow. And the other ones are white. So I think I shouldn't have told everyone that.
Why don't you just switch them? You could halve the washing.
But mine are worked into my appropriate thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to do. That's why they have pillowcases, I guess.
So if I picked up your pillow, would it have the shape of your face, like a side profile?
It would just have an indent of like a really big head. All right. Now we've got show and tell. Is that what we call it? I mean, it's.
I think so. It's gimmick number 1.
Yeah, gimmick number 1. Show and tell. Do you want to go first, or should I?
I don't mind. I'll go first. I'll go first.
Okay,
actually,
you go first. Good. Yep.
Jump in. Bit of show off.
Yeah.
See what happens in 2 weeks.
Oh, look at that. Jump in.
The roles have changed.
Yeah, he's like, oh, here we go.
So what happened was, I think it was the 2nd episode, and I remember looking at the video. You know, they say that the camera puts 5 pounds on or something.
Yes.
I think the 5 pounds was just all here.
Well, yeah. Was it the shirt? Was it the shirt?
I think it was the white shirt. So I was like, so what? Anyway, my thing that I've brought in.
I must say, like, I edit the the podcast, and I did see it.
Oh, so do you put like a fisheye on my side so it bulges?
No, I was trying to find an app that made you got rid of it. It looked like there was a problem with the camera, like someone put a drop of water on the lens.
So you looked at it and you go, no, because you look fine, but Frasers looks awful. There's something going on here. Yeah. So I looked at it and I went, oh, and it's like, you know, one of those moments in your life where like either something bad happens or you have a near miss and you got to do something about it.
Got to do something about it.
So it was my turnaround moment. So what I bought in today was a shoelace, which I don't know. It signifies that I'm gonna
wait a second.
Try and do some more exercise.
I was hoping you wouldn't tell me. I was like, okay. So you saw yourself, you look like a balloon, and then you brought in a shoelace. I was trying to figure out where you're going to go, but now I get it.
I was going to bring in a shoe, but I need the shoe to start running.
That's right. So this is you saying that you're going to
start doing some exercise. That was it.
Okay. Now I'm just going to. I'm going to be a bit of a cunt here.
Go on.
But a couple of weeks ago when we did this podcast and we forgot to record, you brought in the shoelace and you said you were going to start. Now, have you started since then, or were you waiting to this podcast to start?
No, I started then. So
yes,
it was.
Good on ya.
It was.
You know what? You look thinner, or are you just wearing black?
Well, that was the thing. I started doing this. I started like surfing more, like surfing for longer, going out when it was big, even though the surf was bad, just for the exercise. Like just paddling, like an hour of paddling and duck. It wears you out anyway.
But you do look like you dropped a bit.
Yeah, so but then I was looking up on websites of what to do, and there was this pop-up and it said you could just wear black to be slimmer. So I was like, exercise or I could do the workaround and just wear black and just maintain my disgusting lifestyle, which fantastic.
Whatever works. I'm always about the easiest way to get to the best solution.
Yeah.
And I think one of them is, like, I think that wearing black and the exercise would be good. Maybe
so that's a double. Yeah. Look, all it is, I've been more conscious of it. So, you know, that the fitness ring you get on your phone.
Yes.
So, like, I'm making sure that I try and close the ring.
Let's follow each other then.
Yeah. I don't want to share exercise because all of a sudden I'm going to become one of those exercising, talking people.
See, I love sharing exercise because I always win.
Yeah, because you'd be very competitive.
I'm just always do the most steps and the most exercise because I have to win.
Yeah, whereas I'd like to have a day off and have McDonald's.
And I'll see that.
Yeah.
And I'll shame you for it.
So that was also part of it's not a diet, but like to switch things around a little bit.
Good.
The diet it's called no chains.
No chains. Is that when you, like, because normally when you eat, you are handcuffed. Is that right? So you're going to eat now without the handcuffs, without any restrictions.
Can't eat in prison anymore.
So no restrictions of eating. I think that's an anti-diet, isn't it?
So it's like, it's just, because you'd be surprised the amount of like junk food and stuff that you
fast
eat.
Food chains. Yes.
Yeah, the amount of fast food and crap that you eat is like drive-through Maccas and stuff like that. Easy. Like it's all about easy, time poor and stuff. So when you cut all that out, you'd be surprised how much crap food you don't eat because you don't want to like get in your car and drive to a takeaway shop, order it, stand there and wait. Like that's all. I can't hack that.
You're going back to an ingredients household.
Yeah, so you end up making your lunch and just making better choices. I think it is.
Good on you.
Yeah,
I like it. Do you feel better?
I do actually. I'm waking up less tired. I noticed that.
Good.
That was the first thing.
That's the thing that happens. Yep.
Yeah, is to like. Well, always, I wake up early anyway, but just to wake up and feeling a little bit more, bit of energy. It is good.
Give it some time because you still do look like shit.
Yeah. They say the first 5 pounds or whatever this was is the hardest.
Yeah, that's right.
Until then, wear black.
Yeah, that's right. Wear black.
So I'll hang the lace on the wall.
Beautiful.
And,
hang on. Yeah, up on the wall.
Next to your Batman guy.
The good thing about recording a podcast too is like you'll be accountable. Like we'll be able to see in like a year's time if you did what you said you were going to do.
Should have I done a weigh-in?
You should have. You know what you should have done?
Oh my god, that holds you account. Weight doesn't lie, does it?
You should have. You should have just like brought like one of your good pillows in under your shirt, so that it just looked like you lost weight.
I was thinking if I had done it now, where they have the before and after.
Yes.
I think now like the sweep would be like exactly the same. Like,
yeah.
It'd be like one of those. Can you spot the 6 differences between this exact same picture?
Except your beard would just go a bit longer.
It's like he's actually put on 100 grams of facial hair.
Yeah. Speaking of beards, by the way,
the contract.
Yeah, we signed a contract saying that I wouldn't cut my hair or my beard until we did some ridiculous task. Well, I don't give a fuck. It's a dud contract. It wasn't backed by any legal entity. Okay, so I'm doing takey backs.
Yeah, it was a fad for that week.
Yeah, so you know what? Fake contract is what I say. Is that what does that say about me as a person?
You hold yourself unaccountable. Like
what does that say about me
zero
as a
responsibility?
Yeah, that's how I just easily back out of things.
Yeah, if it doesn't work like instant gratification, it's like it's gone. Next thing.
Move on. Give me. 100%. What do I get? Show and tell. So show and tell. I found an old diary from when I was a kid. See there, it says my diary, Jake Grigg, and we're looking at the first entry there, which is the 4th of May, 1988. So I was 7 years old. Yeah. And it turns out that I am a shit speller.
Even when you were 8?
Yeah.
What words did you get wrong in there?
Well, I spelt the word real ROOL. Rule. Like really strong. Rule.
Ja Rule.
Yeah, on Saturday I'm going to play 3 games of rule football. And then there was a few things in here that I noticed was interesting where I just do air fryer jingles, but I don't mention the air fryer. It's like, today was good, today was nice, tomorrow I'll have an apple slice. I'm like, I'm doing that
You're doing that
I'm
now?
doing that for a living now. You know what I mean?
That is insane.
Yeah, and then most of it, I just lied, which I do now too.
So what is that like? Do you reckon lying as a kid? Is that like a creative thing? Like, do you have to it's imagination? Do you think that's what it is? Yeah.
Well, it's a diary, right? And it's a diary. I'm running a diary that my teacher's got to read every day. Mm-hmm. My whole idea would have been, I don't want it to be boring for her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I would have just made it. Like, here we go. Last night, Wednesday, 24th of May, 1988. Last night, my mum spilt red wine on my sister's homework book. And when my mum went to eat the chips, they tasted like red wine. See, I feel like I've missed a whole opportunity to describe where the chips came from. Like, I feel like...
The chips just came from nowhere in that story.
Oh, how much is this reminder? On Saturday, I got lost 8 marbles in our house. Remember marbles?
Yes.
Fuck,
Big
they used
deal.
to be like gold.
Yeah, it was... It's like
Absolute
early
gold.
addiction, like early gambling kind of addiction, do you reckon? Marbles?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
And losing?
100%.
Yeah. Devastation.
I'll see if there's like... I'm not going to go through it, but there's a couple of times where like I fully lie, where it's like, oh, yesterday I went to Bali, I got a really quick plane and came back just in time for school, and you just see the teacher write, Jake, see me please.
Stop lying.
And also, what's going on? Are you sick?
No, I'm not. I had this on the fake episode as well. Like, I swear to God, I've had this stupid, it's just a cough for like 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Can't get it. Nothing comes up. Is it long COVID?
No, what I think you should do is like when you cough, like turn away from the microphone, because that goes right into my headphones, and also every single person that's listening is hearing you cough. It's absolutely disgusting. It's a disgrace. I must say.
This is recording again this week.
Oh, hang on, let me have a look.
Rats.
Red means good. Red means yes.
Ready's go.
Yeah, baby, we're on. Okay, I'm going to put this on the wall. You keep talking.
Yeah. All the shoelaces on there. I can't shake this stupid cough. I've been tested for everything and it's nothing. But it's so annoying. And you hate saying you're sick. I hate being sick. I hate saying that you are as well.
You need
when
me.
you're not.
You need me here.
Yeah.
So that 30 seconds of without me here was so boring. I'm just joking. Oh my God.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Brutal.
That's so sick.
Oh my God.
I turned away. Is that still ear piercing?
We're trying to gain listeners. So yeah, what else? Oh, it's been a pretty interesting week for me. I'm going to say bit more interesting than normal this week.
Yeah, well, so you go.
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
Well, I'm on a reality TV show at the moment on Channel 7 called $1 Million Island, and I went and shot the show in January. Told everyone I was going to Malaysia to get away from it all, and I did. And now it's 3 episodes in, and it's on TV, and I'm not in it. Can't see me once. I'm not in the show.
I'm watching it, and there is snippets of it. I love it. I hate reality TV. Well, we all know I hate everything.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
I don't like things. I especially don't like things that people are into.
Yeah, you hate expensive slippers. You hate everything.
People that enjoy things, fitness, the list is.
Yeah.
But
white shirts, add white shirts to the list. You hate white shirts now.
White shirts on camera.
Yeah.
Terrible. No, I look, reality TV shows, they're everywhere. I actually enjoy it. I like the...
I think it makes a certain element when your friend is on there too, because it's sort of
I would never watch it otherwise. No. I'd be like, oh, just another fucking Survivor, Love Island bullshit, whatever it is. But when you're on it, I'm so into it. Yeah, it was really interesting shooting it. It's heaps harder than what it looks like on there. So on there, it looks like we're just all chilling out and then we're playing these games and that. But like we were starving. Like there was no food. Yeah, really.
It was a lot of drama that they're just not showing. But I mean, obviously can't tell you what's going to happen or anything like that, but I will say that it was heaps harder than what it looked.
Physically or physically, psychological?
Everything was really hard. Like it was.
Are the cameras always there? Like cameras are everywhere?
Cameras everywhere. And the other thing is too, is that like we've talked about this before, but I don't like camping.
Oh, yes.
And so they put me on the thing, and like I thought, I didn't know what I thought. I don't know why I did it, but like you weren't allowed to take a towel. You weren't allowed to take any, like there was nothing you could take. So, and some
of the clothing that people chose to wear, I thought was strange.
Yeah, well, I think the original outfit, the day one outfit, the network chose.
Oh,
so some people had to wear a pilot outfit. If they were a pilot, they have to wear their work gear.
Right.
But then they just wore whatever they want. And there was still some wild. There was one of the guys was wearing Gucci. It was
one of the guys had like a blazer thing on, like a suit jacket or something. I was like, I didn't understand. And the chicks were like wearing things with like tits out everywhere. I go, this is meant to be like a Survivor thing. Like you'd want comfort, like
and I just don't think everyone knew how like heavy it was going to be. I thought everyone was like, oh, we'll go on there and we'll like the TV will look after us, you know. But it was like, nah, like good luck, and it was just like brutal.
Yeah, it looked crazy. I couldn't believe you're on it.
If you haven't seen it, you can watch it on 7 Plus. You can stream it.
Yeah. The catch up episodes, can't you? Like
But otherwise, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of each week. But yeah, next week should be. I think there'll be.
Oh, you'll star in it.
There might be a bit more of me in it. I'd say. It's just an inkling. I don't know, but it'd be worth having a look if you want to see something. Let's just say interesting. I can't say anything.
I can't wait.
But yeah, I mean, it's I guess that's all I did this week. I'll just be on TV.
It's one of those things like that show. Like I watch it, and you know when you're watching it in bed or whatever.
Yeah.
You're the whole time you're going, this is what I do. This is what I do, but I don't think I would.
Yeah, so I'm watching it now. I'm watching it now going, oh, this is what I should do. But what I ended up doing was something I would never do normally if I'm in the right mind. But I wasn't in the right mind. So you start to do things that are out of your normal train of thought, you know?
Because like obviously the sleep deprivation, like the no food.
Food. I mean,
just those two things there.
So I recently got a DEX scan, which is where they scan your body and they tell you like how much body fat you have, like how much bone density you have, and they tell you your resting metabolic rate, which means that if you're laying in bed on a drip, like asleep for a whole day, how many calories your body burns. And my body burns 2,100 calories. So that's with me doing nothing.
Nothing,
not a thing. I just sit there, right? But I was getting fed about 300 to 500 calories a day on that island, right? And I was doing stuff. I was, cutting wood and everything. So it was hard.
So your resting body is still in like a state of quite active.
So
burns a lot of kilojoules.
I burn more calories doing nothing than most people than when they're doing full activities every day.
What's the normalish kind of resting?
For a woman's probably like 12 maybe, and for a man's like 15, maybe 15.
100.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that's off the topic. But yeah, I think ask me if I'll do it again. Never. But
you wouldn't?
No, but you know what I find funny? No, I wouldn't. You know what I find funny is there's a character on there called Brett, and he's in all the ads, and every single person that's seen it like, oh, is that Brett guy? Is he a fuckwit? But he's
that was the first thing I asked.
Yeah, and he's actually the funniest guy on there. He was just playing it up. He was hilarious, but it just depends on the edit. Hopefully, I don't.
It is the edit, isn't it? Like, because I remember you said that. You go, oh, he's a legend. I was like, really? Because they've cut it and edited it so he looks like a bit of a jerk.
Yeah, but he's not.
But if cameras followed anyone around for all day and just took snippets of you being a dick, everyone would come across
100%. Like 100%. Like, you know what I'm going to do as a like to prove it to you. Like, you know how I've been cutting up these snippets for the podcast.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to do a bad edit versus a good edit. So I'll do a bad edit of a little segment, and it'll be you going. It was something real heavy, and then I'll do a good edit of it. I'll do that for fun.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Because I was like, I'm sitting there watching, and I go, oh, all I would want to do, because I think people are just all on there trying to, slingshot their social media profile. That's what I feel the majority of the contestants are on there as a stepping stone to, hosting their own show or whatever it is.
Well, I already got a gig out of it. I'm hosting a show on Channel 7 Mate next year. So.
Exactly, yeah. So I just think, do you just go around just saying all these like weird catch cries, hopefully that one gets on film and then you're known as that guy.
Yeah, it just depends because if you do that, then you get noticed and then you get people like trying to get
think you're
off.
a jerk.
So yeah, you've got to also back it up with like that gameplay and everything. It's and plus not only that, it's hard to imagine what the hunger's like. It's really hard. Like it's really like I lost a lot of weight on that place. Like a lot. Yeah, but I'll put the photos up after it's all finished. But anyway,
I can't wait.
Oh, all right. You have a book there.
Mm-hmm.
Many bits of writing on it.
Yes.
When you're writing out lists, do you use numbers or do you do dots or do you do stars?
As long as they're delineated by something. And
Delineated. Whoa.
Like,
holy shit.
And as long as when I write it, if I write something, I hate it when it goes more than one line.
Can you show the camera how you do it?
Like, it's got to have, like, say, a star or asterisk there and a little reminder or whatever it is. And then I always leave the space underneath so I can write things underneath as well.
In case you think of a second thought.
Yeah, so I always leave myself a bit of room and I don't like it to go more than one line.
And do you like sort of abbreviate your like so for example, can you tell me what one of the lines are and then explain to me what it is in general talk So
Okay, so
actually can you write down let me figure out what it is?
Okay, you read the top one. Read the top one.
Okay.
See if you can read my writing actually.
Fake answer, can't hear you, still get credit for not bumping. Okay.
Do you know what?
Wait, I'm going to read that again. I'm having trouble here. Okay. Fake answer. Can't hear you. You still get credit for not bumping. Okay, I think I know what that means. So when somebody calls you, you answer it, pretend you can't hear them, and you still get credit for answering the phone.
But you don't have to talk to them.
But you don't have to talk to them.
Yeah, so it's like
oh my God.
I do it when see really annoying people say
Sorry, I just read this one. Emergency poo, triangle sign, desperate. Fuck. Let me try and figure that one out. Hang on. Hang on. Emergency poo.
You're not meant to read. These are meant to jog my memory.
Triangle sign, desperate. Okay, emergency poo. So you got to do a poo emergency.
Yeah.
Do you like... Everyone has a sign that they hold up so that nobody can see how desperate they are? I have no idea. Really?
Close. Okay, so I'll skip straight to the emergency poo. So me and the wife for a while, this was before kids, we'd finish our dinner and go for a walk around the streets.
Yeah.
To like help for digestion or whatever it is. Go do a bit of exercise.
I remember hearing about that.
I loved it.
It was great. Yeah,
it was great. And we'd just like talk about our day and it'd be like no TV, no phone, so nothing, just talking around the streets.
That's nice.
And I went through this phase. I don't know what it was, but I'd just get these awful like bowel movements, like have to do a crap.
Well, this is before you're on the non-chain diet.
Yeah,
that's right.
This is when I was pro-chain, and one time I was like, it hit me like a ton of bricks, and we're miles away from the house. Like we're on the outer skirts of the walk.
Sounds like a very similar story to something I've experienced.
And you know, I had to go. Like I was going wherever I was. It was that bad. You know those massive big real estate signs that are like a triangle, like they make like a V so they can get the up and down traffic.
Oh yeah. They're sort of like in So there's two signs stuck together at the corner, so it makes a triangle. In there.
I had to run in behind there, and
that's a good spot.
Do the business, and then quickly get out of there. And
that's a good spot.
And Prue was going, "What do you do? What's? I can't believe you do that." I go, "No. People just think it's dog poo. No one knows the difference. Like there's no paper.
That's true.
It'd be different if you wiped and left paper there because they'd go, that's a human. So I just had to obviously walk home, throw the undies out, have a shower. But yeah, that was I hated it. It was a phase where I just couldn't control. I had to go there and then. I'm through it now. I'm sweet. I've recovered.
Well, I don't know if I've spoken about this before, but I've had a very similar situation. I wish I thought of that with real estate. So I needed to do a poo too. And I was over at the car park over at Edzac there, and I was like, there's no one around. There's two cars parked, and I was like, I need to go. So I was like, whatever. So I pulled my pants down, but I didn't want the poo into my. I didn't want to leave any poo in there because I still had a way to come home. So what I did is I bent over, and then as I pooed, I flung my bum. So I went Hang on, let me show you.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So you got a bit of like momentum to
push my bum out at the same time.
Yeah.
And it must have just been the perfect poo, and it just flung out of my ass, right? Flung out of my ass, and I looked down, and it was just a 1 meter line of poo, like just a perfect line. Of
No
poo.
way.
100% line of poo, and I looked at it. And I looked at it, I was so happy. I think I even put my hands in the air like with fists. I was like, yes, like this. And as I was doing it, I looked over and I looked over one of the cars, and there's just this woman sitting in the front seat looking at me.
No, there was people in the car.
Yeah, looking at me, and I looked at her, and she looked at me, and she just shook her head just like that. And I was like,
disgusted.
Oh, I'm off, I've run away.
Oh.
But I reckon real estate signs and McDonald's are really good for toilets now.
Yeah.
Go back to that other one, the first one that we were talking about.
Yeah, sorry. Fake answer, can't hear you, still get credit for not bumping. So this is when fucking like really annoying people that like they either always ring you or someone you just don't want to talk to, but you have to take the call.
Are you not a caller?
No, they're ringing you, and I don't want to take, but I have to take it.
Give me an example. I want to know who, how, what situation.
Say like a client at work that I know they're ringing up for something to make me do that's really bad. I don't want to do it.
Okay.
Today, it's not a good time right now.
Okay.
But I have to take it.
Is it like, just say somebody is, just say you're selling your house and a real estate agent wants to come over and have a look at the house.
Yes.
Someone like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So like that. So they ring, you answer it, but you don't say anything. So they think there's something wrong with your phone, and they're there going, hello, nothing, just code silence. You can't say anything.
Nothing.
And they go, no, and then you go, oh, yeah, you're there, no, hang up. And then you just go, sorry, I'm having problems with my phone. So you
Classic.
you still get the credit, but you can just blame technical issues on the phone.
And
it just buys you time. That's all. It might buy you half an hour, and then I can ring back. I can have all my things lined up, ready to say, ready to rebut.
Ready to go.
So
yeah.
I can't be caught off guard, but I do get credit for taking the call.
It's weird that you say this because I remember calling you once. And there was a weird line. So was that real or not?
Yeah, that was.
This is the backfire.
Yeah,
because then
I can't be trusted
because now. Everyone knows. So if you have any network interference, everyone's going to take it personally.
I shouldn't have said it on here.
Yeah, you're gone.
Oh,
so what you should do instead is when someone's calling you, open up your phone and put it on airplane mode, and it will just bump out. It'll just go, this number is disconnected or something.
Oh, yeah.
So it just won't look like you've done it. But you won't get credit for picking it up, but you will be known around town as someone that's more trustworthy than you're known at the moment.
At the moment, trust levels have just plummeted.
Yeah. Old bloody network connection phrase. Wow. Can I do another one where I read off this thing and guess it? Or you read one out and I'll try and guess it. This is great.
Okay. Sushi train, cost anxiety, slow, bullet train.
Okay, I think this is pretty good. Okay. Okay, so when the sushi train comes around, I feel like because you and I have different idea of what value is. I feel like when the sushi's coming around, you're a little bit worried about what each bit of sushi's cost because of the different colors of plates. You don't know what you're buying. You don't know how much it is, and it's a very slow sushi train. So I think that you'd like the prices to be on the sushi, and you'd like the train to be faster.
That's a 1-2 knockout combination. That is so good.
Yes.
I can't enjoy it. And my other plan was also to find out what colour is the cheap plate.
Yes.
Take the plates in with me.
Oh.
Like taking 6 green plates. At the end, I only had 3 cucumber rolls and a plain patty hand or whatever they are.
Another untrustworthy trait. You're turning into being this person that. Now, you know what? That's my favorite part about sushi is the sushi train is that you don't know what to expect at the end. It's like
it could be like $30. It could be $90.
It's like going to the tip. You always try and guess what you're going to pay. It's the best. Like, what's this?
True. The tip one is.
How's this? I hope he doesn't hear it. But I go to the tip a lot with work to drop rubbish off at the tip. That's what you do. Fucking hell. Shut up, Jake.
Yep,
it's obvious. And every time with my off-cider, we always have a little bet of how much it's going to cost, right? And I always win because as I go over, there's like a little thing that tells the weight. And then I just deduct the weight of the truck, and then I do how much it costs, and then I always get within $10 of it. And he's just like, "How do you do this?" And I'm just like, I can just tell, mate. I can just tell by the weight.
I get a feel for it.
Get a feel for it. Poor little bastard. Sorry, mate.
Always got to win. See, again, you always have to win.
Yeah, that's right. Even if I have to cheat. But so you reckon to have a really fast sushi train, like a really fast one?
Yeah, call it the bullet sushi train.
Do you think that would cause any sort of issues in regards to mess?
Yeah, well, they'd have to be, I don't know, Velcroed on or something.
Oh, Velcroed and maybe separated a bit.
Yeah, there would be like a conductor that walks around like, all aboard.
Shit. I love it. I went to the sushi train recently and I was shocked at the price at the end. I was like, oh, Jesus.
They could actually charge for it. And what person would go, no, that's not right. Like,
yeah,
I didn't. I don't have that. I don't have that in me.
No, not me.
I just assume I go, what they've said, it must be it. But I'm so annoyed that that's how much it is.
Yeah,
but I don't actually contest.
No, you can't contest. Like, what? You can't prove it.
Imagine that. Like, you got like people all lined up behind you. You're there going, no, I had one of these. And they go, yes, sir. The green tea is a charge as well. Yeah. Like, going through it.
I actually admire people that can do that. I also hate them a lot. So I don't want to be that person.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Look, you're right. I do admire people that have the gall to like challenge things like that. I'm pretty compliant when it comes to that. Like, I'm sitting down and I'm having sushi train and it's going to be a bill at the end.
Yeah.
I'll pay it and then I'll complain about it all the way home in the car.
Just like when I didn't record the podcast. You did that exact same thing.
Yeah,
You're like, yeah, it's all good, you know.
Yeah, and don't worry about it.
And then you're in the car devastated the whole time.
Oh, it's not a very good trait, isn't it?
It's not. It's really,
you don't know if they're being real or not.
It's another untrustworthy trait because who are you? Who really are you, Frasers?
There's a bit of a pattern here, isn't it? Yeah. It's just it's the toss up with the what's socially acceptable. You can't just purely say what's on your mind or you're gone.
I do that. I'm probably at the higher end.
You are definitely the higher end.
What's on your mind? I do hold back still, but I find that it's a good way to get rid of anyone that can't. Get rid of people. If you're completely honest and people can't take you like that, like genuinely, then do you really want to?
Yeah. That's great.
Them? I don't know, but then it does come across sometimes it's a bit rude.
Especially if it's not a rude person.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Also, I invited Teeth. I invited him onto the podcast.
I was gonna message you and say he should be a guest. Definitely.
I wanted to come on and do the whole thing as Outback Mac, but he's not going to go. He's not going to come on.
He's not going to do it. Why?
I think that he thinks this podcast is a bit taboo.
Like amateur?
No, like I think he thinks it's a bit too risque or something maybe.
Rude.
He said there's got to be some ground rules.
Oh, what, that we can't...
we can't talk about.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
If beforehand he said X, Y, and Z are off limits, I'd totally respect that.
100%. All right, well, this is a call to Teeth.
Come on. But you will have to bring your own chair and microphone and possibly...
I've got a microphone, headphones, and a chair you can use.
Just yourself then and your ground rules.
But, yeah, bring yourself and, bring a couple of ground rules.
Do you want him to be in that Outback Mac character the whole time?
Yeah, 100%. That'll be the way it'll be.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's boring otherwise. I'm just joking. Just joking. All right, give me another one off this thing.
Okay. You could read one if you want.
All right, let's decipher. This is deciphering. I'm going to pick one at random, deciphering the notes that you've written. Okay, here we go. I'm going to pick one at random. Okay, no. Okay, here we go. Oh, no, I'm not going to use that. Sorry.
Different one.
Okay, here we go. Aircon, dress for comfort or for the weather?
Yes.
Aircon, dress for comfort or for the weather? So aircon's throwing me off. Do you dress for comfort or do you dress for the weather? And aircon changes that?
Yeah, well, my theory is should you dress for what the weather is outside, or should you set your air conditioner to be a comfortable temperature so you can wear what you want?
Outside?
Inside.
Oh.
Like, do you think there should be a big variation between in your house and the outside world? Temperature variation.
So I like to keep my house just at that point where it's almost too cold to be able to live in it. But it's not so warm that I'm using up a lot of electricity.
Yeah, well, that's the conundrum,
So
isn't it?
right now, how do you feel in this house?
It's warm in this room.
It's warm in this room, but in the house, it's a bit cold.
A little bit, but I don't mind that.
But not too bad.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
You put your socks on, you put your slippies on, you put
dress
your
to the
jumper
weather.
on.
You dress to the weather. Thank you.
That's right. I don't want to be in the house in board shorts in the middle of winter.
And then walk outside and it's freezing.
No,
yes.
that's wrong.
That's
so,
right.
So
think
that's
it
what
should
we're
be,
talking about there.
I think it should. Oh, my theory is there should be a max 3-degree variable from your inside, the house temperature to the outside.
All right.
So whether that's if it's 30 outside, 27.
Yeah, I like it colder in the house. That's
Colder rather than hot.
Me personally.
Yeah.
Because then when you go outside, it's like, oh, and then you want to go outside too. You're like, oh, it's so nice out here.
In winter, I like to have it pretty close to outside inside.
Do you have ducted air conditioning?
Yes.
Okay, well, shut up then.
Very, very rich.
I use a oil heater, just one,
They're great.
and I don't use any air conditioning
Yeah.
all winter.
It's a trap.
Yeah, maybe I'll pump it. What are we even talking about? Anyway,
It's
look, I've got a yuck or yum for you.
yeah.
Ready? Someone that comes across as trustworthy or not someone that doesn't come across trustworthy because they steal from the sushi place.
Yum, right up my alley.
Yum.
Yeah, that's great. I want to meet this person. I think we'd really get along.
I reckon he'd be good. I just joined. I run a bit.
Here we go.
Oh, mate, you're part of it now.
Fitness talk. I know. I hate it.
No, you like this though. You'll actually really like this. So I've just joined this Facebook group. It's called Runners Who Love Running, right? And what you're even saying is that most runners, when they talk about running, they're just sort of bragging that they run
pretty much.
because everyone's like, I run, I'm the best. So this whole page is all about just like the worst possible braggers and the people that ask the craziest questions. And some of them are so weird that it blows my mind. Now, some of them are just saying like, oh, what shoes do I wear? Or like, I just did 10Ks in 5 minutes. Can I do any quicker? And like, you're like, obviously it's so quick.
Yeah.
But anyway, I've sort of been dating somebody and I've been going on runs with them.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a post on this people that love running from an anonymous participant, and it's 100% about me.
Go on.
100 fucking percent. I know it is because I did this.
Oh, right? No way. Go.
So this is the post about me, and the person that did it doesn't know that it's about me. Okay. Hi all. I would love some perspectives around farting etiquette. The situation is I've gone for a run with someone I'm interested in, and they kept farting quite loudly, and it meant that runners behind us had to run through it. Oh. Is this acceptable? And do you think this means they just see me as a friend? I know this sounds like a big joke, but I'm serious. Mean comments will be removed.
Oh my God. So you're the crop duster.
I just thought that it's like running's like yoga. You can just fart. It's acceptable.
It is in yoga, isn't it?
Isn't it with running?
Well, you're outside, you're moving. Like if that's off limits, where can you fart?
And you know what it's like? You were walking and you shat your pants.
Yeah,
Imagine
exactly.
running.
Yeah, no, I think it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Doesn't have to be loud, but I think that's being a bit obnoxious.
It's quite short, so it's like I think its ass to face ratio is really really close. So it's like every little slip up is just like it's like having AirPods.
Did you screenshot it and send it to her and go, wait, is this you about me?
Yes, I did.
And what she said, I don't know what you're talking about, but you do that. You do it.
She said, it's not me, but I do hear you fart a lot while you're running. And I was like, oh, I didn't think you did. She goes, I do, and I don't care.
I don't think it's off limits at all.
No, but I just thought that, I think where else is it suitable to fart? I think yoga, I think running, and I think in the toilet, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Where else is it suitable to fart? In a hospital?
But it's even.
What about in a hospital? You know when you've got a shared room, right? You're in there, there's 4 people, you've got old Mary, you've got cancer patient Joe.
I think you can do it, but I don't think you have to do it loud. Like I even reckon it's weird if you're sitting in a cubicle next to someone and they do a really loud fart on the toilet. I do. I go, did it have to be like that? Like, did it have to be loud? Yeah. But I also think it's very funny because it normally gets followed by like a quip where they go like, oh, better out than in. You know, like.
It's the worst. I reckon, yeah. I try not to fart anywhere.
Anywhere?
I try not to fart with around people. I like farting on kids and dogs. You know when you're running past a kid and you just turn your bum and quickly fart on their head? Like, you know what I mean? They just like running and they're like, oh, Dad, like that guy farted on me. They're like, shut up, you know? As if that
it's an adult.
As if that guy would ever fart on a real life.
What
kid.
have I told you about lying?
Yeah, exactly. Next thing you know, his hair stinks a bit. Well, we're talking about something else just then, and I had the really good topic that I was going to talk about, but it's gone now.
Running, slippers.
Running. Oh, this is a worst thing when you're trying to figure out something.
Live?
Or just in general, when you're trying to figure out something that you've just thought about that you can't think about it. What's that called? That's got to be called something.
Is it aphantasia?
I don't know.
It sounds like something that David Bowie was in.
Oh, really? That's
a labyrinth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Oh, there was something. Anyway, it doesn't matter. What size foot are you?
I used to be 11, but I'm 10 now.
You've gone down?
Yeah, I have. I was 11 for so long, and the last few years, 10.
Fuck, I've gone up.
What?
Yeah, since I've.
Do you think that's running? Does it stretch your foot?
It must. I'm wearing 14s now at the
Whoa.
Yeah, 14. No, I'm wearing 15s at the Asics now.
You know what they say about men with big feet?
It's wrong.
Big shoes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I don't think you can measure the proportion of a penis to your foot.
No, because imagine like you had a massive foot.
Yeah.
And then you had a small. You would hate that story.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I hate it, I think. Yeah, let's go another one. All right.
Good segment, this one, isn't it?
I like this. I like trying to. This segment's called Decipher Glenn's Notes. Leftover pizza, but not yours, but still warm.
Yeah, yuck or yum.
Oh, it's a yuck or yum. Yuck or yum. Leftover pizza. Wait, yuck or yum. Leftover pizza that's not yours. So you mean, what do you mean by not yours?
Well, this happened to a friend of mine.
Yeah.
And he was.
Oh, stop coughing into the fucking microphone. It's brutal.
Coming home from the pub, and he was blind. Found a pizza box there.
Is he all right? Does he use a cane or?
Yeah, you know, he found a box of pizza, opened it, was still warm. There was a bit gone, so he just picked it up and started eating it.
Oh,
like someone else's pizza.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Now, the fact that it's still warm, it's kind of fresh. It hasn't been there for long, so I don't think I would do it. But I can see the value there.
Okay, first thing that comes to mind is the heat source. How do you know it's warm because it was just freshly cooked? How do you not know it's been heated because it's been in the back of a fat guy's pants or like on the bonnet, inside a bonnet of a car? How do you know?
I know. There must be the chances that you take. And when you're in that state.
I don't know. I can't eat food. I can't eat food that's not mine that I don't know where it came, like if it's sitting there.
It's a huge gamble.
But
it's
I tell
massive.
you what, when I was on this show on the island, I would have eaten anything.
Anything.
Would have mattered.
Yeah. So it depends on the state. Like everyone's been drunk, hungry, and you're absolutely starving. But I don't know. It's a true story as well. And he's still with us today.
I'm trying to think of what food I would eat that I didn't know where it came from. Definitely not sushi. I wouldn't fuck with fish.
Oh, yeah, chicken's is a bad one, I reckon.
Yeah, maybe like a sausage roll. Maybe a sausage roll, but I feel like that's easily inserted somewhere, so you don't.
Oh,
you know what I mean? That's why I worry about bubblers, because I reckon like you don't. I don't like drinking out of bubblers because I feel like at night they get pissed on.
Oh yeah, I suppose you can push it and let it run for a little bit as well.
See, I don't like,
pushes the
I don't
piss
like
out.
to waste time. I like to get the first thing straight into my mouth.
No, jeez, I have to let it run. Have to.
Yeah, I don't know.
Give me this.
You go. You go. You tell me. I like these notes.
Okay. Pedestrian only traffic lights. Push the button. I'm waiting for a ghost. See if you can work that one out. This one drives me fucking bonkers.
I need you to hear it again. I need to hear it again.
Pedestrian only traffic lights. Push the button. I'm waiting for a ghost.
Okay, so pedestrian only traffic lights. So traffic lights that are just for pedestrians.
Yeah, you're not stopping. There's no other like roads or cars or anything.
Just for pedestrians.
You know the ones I'm talking about. They're so annoying, like near schools and shit like that. They are.
I did it today when I was trying to cross the road, and I'm just standing there, and I'm just thinking to myself, "There's no one coming," but I'm like, "Do I just cross the road?" But then I'm like, I have to think about it. I have to that would mean I'd have to like look left, look right, look what's coming, and then make the decision. Or I could just wait, and sometimes it's just easier to wait. You know, but then sometimes you cross the road, but then sometimes you get caught out too. If you cross the road and then someone comes,
yep.
It's a big decision. Also, there's a weird feeling in the back of my mind that I'm going to get in trouble for jaywalking, even though that's not really a problem.
Imagine getting a ticket for jay. I don't know. It's
not an Australian thing.
Surely not. They got much bigger fish to fry. But I liked your perspective. Yours was from the pedestrians' point of view.
Oh, what's yours?
Mine is from the driver of the car's point of view.
Oh,
so. You come up to one of those things and there's someone.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Someone's pedestrians walked up, hit the button.
Oh,
they've seen there's no cars. They've walked across. They're gone.
They've done the walk.
Yeah, and then by the time the lights have gone red, I've pulled up to a red light. There's no one around. I'll go, someone's fucking ghosted me at the pedestrians. They've hit the button, walked over, gone, and I'm just stuck there waiting for nothing. No one.
Run the red.
School kids do it.
Run the red.
Run the risk.
Have you ever run the red, run the risk? Drink drunk. The difference is you. Have you ever run the red on purpose?
I was a passenger in a car, and it was just.
Think about this, ready?
It's so scary.
Think about how good the media is and how good society works with rules. Like even now, my voice has dropped. When I think about running a red light, it's bad.
It's crazy.
It's bad. And that's been bred into us, just like the Dolomite accounts.
Yeah. Have you done it? But have you ever ran a red light
on purpose? I have, and I'll tell you what, it's fucking amazing.
It's the scariest thing. Oh no, it is the scariest thing ever.
You don't want to do it at speed, but sometimes when I was younger, I used to like get to the red light, stop, and just no one's around, and then just go.
Yes.
Yeah, and it was wild.
That's okay. In my younger days, with a crazy friend of mine, so bad actually. It's a terrible story. But like drink driving, number one, gone. You're in prison. Something happens. Yeah. We were fanging it towards these lights. I was a passenger. He was driving. They were stone cold red. There was not one bit of green. That was like, stop. We just belted through it at like 80 k's an hour. Through a red light. And I still have visions of it. I know exactly where it was, and I still have visions of it going of what could have happened had that gone wrong. It still haunts me to this day. Like nothing happened. Like we just sailed through the intersection, but yeah, it's an awful thing to think about.
Red lights are brutal, especially like even when you see now a red light in general anywhere, it's an alarm.
Red is danger.
Red's danger.
Even
we've been bred that everything's red is danger. Our blood, red, danger.
Redback spider.
The red faces from Saturday. Hey, Saturday, dangerous. So I don't know.
I used to love that.
Yeah. I think we should wrap it up anyway. I think that was pretty good. I'd like to. I'd like next episode. Can you make your notes more cryptic?
I was going to say more cryptic.
More cryptic, because I feel like I got a few of them pretty easily.
You did,
and I feel like I'd really like some cryptic ones. I'd have a go.
because it could just send you off onto a thing, and I go, no, that is not what it's about. But I love your perspective of it.
I'm interested.
You're able. It's like school. You can write lies again.
Yeah. Yes.
Just
Exactly.
Tell lies about what you think it is.
You know, I love a good lie.
Yeah.
Hopefully your cough goes away too.
Oh, I need another 2 weeks. 5 weeks it's been.
Also, I want to do a shout out too, if that's all right. Let's just have a look. We had a message.
Oh, did we?
We had a comment.
Did you tell anyone on the? Oh, wait.
From Microwave 24. She said, "New episode. I swear this stuff gets me through."
No way.
Yeah, that's a great message.
So that's our first random person positive feedback.
Yes,
we've reached one person.
It's worthwhile, isn't it?
It is.
So here's the new episode. So only for you, our one fan. I'm just all right, cool. I should play out the song. Should I play the song out before I go?
We talk over it or not talking over it?
Yeah, I reckon talk over. I reckon talking over it's fun.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you later. See you next one.
Oral waste is when you lose a tooth and it falls into a drain.
You lose a tooth and it falls into a drain. That's obviously oral waste.
Is when saliva dribbles and it drops out of your
kind of a waste.
face.
You've lost a tooth.
Yeah.
Oral waste is when
Could have
you
used it as like
accidentally cut your tongue off
sharpen a knife or
on a
something.
plane. And then your tongue somehow finds a way to escape out of the plane.
I love how you said plane twice.
Oral
Like you ran out of
waste
words.
is also this podcast.
I couldn't be bothered thinking.
It's like it's probably one of my most hated things.
Do the double
rhyme.
Yeah.
I'm just like, there's that many words out there.
Yeah, but it's also plain. There's two meanings, so don't forget that.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah,
But
that's cool.
But not in this.
But not in that
sense.
context.
Yeah.
It was both like aeroplane.
Yeah. All right.